Nick Robinson, are you ready to commit Galacide?
Will you tell me what that is before I commit to committing any Galacide?
I think it's where you murder like an old-timey, like, Western gal.
Okay.
Let's not do that, actually.
All right.
I said it out loud, and it sounded bad.
See, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking it's more likely that you're murdering an entire galaxy, which is also not great, ethically speaking.
Because there's probably a lot of old-timey Wild West gals in that galaxy.
Yeah, or just people at all.
This is a game that's called Galacide, though.
Okay. Is this now, Griffin, is this a puzzle game or a side-scrolling shooter?
God, wouldn't it be great if we lived in a world where it could be both?
Mm-hmm. Too bad.
Too bad. Well, bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Here's how it works. You got your shmup stuff going on. You see those ships coming at me from the right side of the screen. I've got a ship that I am trying to protect by dodging their projectiles, dodging their ships, and blowing them up. Standard shmuppy stuff. My weapons level up whenever I get experience, and I get experience by matching these bits, these different colored bits. Right now there's only 3 that I'm sort of dealing with, 3 colors. So every time I kill one of those red ships, they drop a bit, and then I can fire that at the other bits, and if I match 4 or more, then they disappear. The game throws some stuff at you. I haven't made it too super far into the game. I just kind of wanted to show off this basic mechanic because I think it's so cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty wild idea.
But sometimes the bits will have guns mounted on them.
Oh boy!
And the only way to destroy them is to match them apart. And you can see by moving to the right side of the screen, I can sort of warp forward and move things along.
And if you touch these bits, are they as dangerous as enemies?
So no, that is one of the main sort of things you can do. If all it was you were shooting these different bits at this stuff that was the same color, then that would be kind of boring. There's actually a really clever mechanic that you have to take advantage of a lot because oftentimes you'll just be faced with this giant wall of bits, and they can be totally random colors and really, really hard to match against. Not to mention really hard to get big combos against because you get more experience the more bits you match in a single go. So what you can do, I just did it right there, is you can move a bit that you're holding into another bit, and then when you fired it off, it actually changes the color of the bit that you are inside.
Okay.
So right there, I just flew a purple bit into another one and changed its color so that it would be purple. I didn't accomplish anything with it, but by doing that, you change the color of another bit on the board, and by doing that, you can also set up a match. One thing that happens that's really neat, that's really clever, when you do that, is whenever you merge a bit like that, your ship, for all intents and purposes, is that color bit for that match. So you can use your ship like a bit on the board to set up a chain reaction. So you can sort of use your ship as a bridge between 2 different strands of same colored bits and knock out like huge sections of the board. And by doing that, you will like almost guarantee that you will level up your ship all the way. You have to constantly keep moving though, because your experience bar is constantly draining. So you have to constantly keep your combo going. There, I just did it, and you saw I sort of kept that. I sort of bridged the gap with my ship to make one big combo.
It's Puzzle Ikaruga, sort of.
Yeah, kind of. It's really, I haven't tried to explain it until now, and I'm just now realizing it's actually very hard to explain what's going on. But
the cool thing is that even if it's hard to verbally explain it, I feel like within 5 seconds of seeing like this game in motion, you immediately understand like the 2 genres that it's attempting to combine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and what's cool about it is like I spend so much time trying to figure out how to merge these bits into each other and how to use my ship as a bridge to like set off these insane combos, and then while I'm like figuring that out, I am not paying any attention to the stuff that is flying at me and shooting at me, and I'll die. Like you can die super easy, especially in this is only like this is the 2nd level on regular difficulty. Later on, it gets insane. Like they throw so much stuff at you all at once. And so the shmuppy stuff like actually gets really tough. You really need to. It really is a workout for both your brain chunks.
The shmup half and the puzzle half.
Right. Everybody knows your brain has 2 discrete parts for handling 2 genres of video games.
The bubble bobble part and the Toho part of the brain.
Exactly. I really like it. So there's 2 things that I'm really into. One of which is you can unlock new ships. This is a basic. This is the first ship that you unlock. It has an ability that lets you suck in orbs, which can be really handy because if the board is like covered in projectiles, you don't want to be flying around collecting bits, so you can suck them toward yourself and use that to set up combos. Also, it can be helpful because sometimes you'll find yourself in a situation where you'll be trapped behind a wall of bits that you can't get through, but there will be bits on the other side that are moving at you very slowly. You can use that ability to suck them up. Other ships have other abilities. There's one that lets you store bits, so this ship can only hold 1 bit at a time. This ship lets you hold 3, and you can cycle between them, so that's another super handy tool. Another crazy thing about this game that I haven't messed with, although I wish I had time to because I think it would make for a pretty bonkers video, it's multiplayer. There's
I saw, there was a trailer that showed some 4-player stuff happening, which looks really, really intense.
I don't know how it works. Like it requires like just so much coordination to make sure that you're not like completely screwing each other over by overlapping somebody's combo. Maybe we or like changing a bit that somebody was trying to build.
Well, I also have a code for this. Maybe we practice real hard and bring it to SGDQ 2016. We'll do a little 2-player co-op run together. How's that sound?
It sounds very stressful.
Like it does sound stressful. In all goofing aside, this seems really well thought out. That's my initial impression of this. Like,
yeah, like I think I like shmups that do some weird stuff with the genre. Like I really liked Retrograde, which was that shmup that happened in reverse.
That was sometimes played with a Guitar Hero controller.
Yeah. And I like when puzzle games are mixed with other genres too, like the sort of puzzle quest milieu. Here's a boss fight. Every time you don't shoot one of those pellets, it gets a little bullet heli.
Oh boy,
not too bad. But yeah, it's fun. It's really hard, and it's a really clever genre blend that I haven't really seen before.
Yeah.
Oops a daisy.
Uh oh.